Congratulations, you made it another month. You know what that means, right? You are now 1 month closer to having to file your taxes. How exciting! On the bright side, on the first of every month, I release my monthly must-print video. And if you haven't heard before, that's where I go and check out all of the most popular STL websites, go to that trending page or that popular in the past 30 days page, and find you 10 of the best STLs released in the previous month. I basically find the best and the newest STLs for you so you don't have to waste all that time scrolling. You can put it into something productive like going for a walk. But obviously, I'm not just going to find 10 random new STLs and throw them to you. I'm going to show you 10 categorized high quality STLs. 3 practical prints, 3 under 1 hour prints, 3 art / just generally cool prints, and then finally 1 bonus print that could be anything. If you like that idea, then maybe consider subscribing. I put out a video like this every 10 days and I would hate if you were to miss out on them because you didn't subscribe. That would just be the worst. Let's just avoid that while also helping me get to my goal of 50,000 subscribers. You guys are just the best. Of course, all of the original creators are going to be down below in the description so you can go check them out, print them out for yourself, give the creator some love, and also find the honorable mentions that didn't quite make the cut for this video. The last thing I need to mention is the chapters in this video, and you already know what to do with those, right? I don't need to tell you. Perfect, let's get on with our 3 practical prints for September. Hold on, do you guys hear that? Is that a fly? Don't worry, I have a solution for you with this very first print. This is the Bambu fly swatter. What an aggressive start to the video. This bamboo themed fly swatter is printed out in a little bit over 2 hours on 2 plates. The reason for those 2 plates is because you're supposed to print the actual swatting piece in TPU. However, this is the first time that I'm reading that was supposed to be printed out in TPU. I printed it in PLA and guess what? It still works perfectly. In fact, it might do its job even better because it's more firm. Although I'm sure the TPU would work just fine, almost like it's what you're supposed to use. Not only does it say Bambu Lab on the side, but it also has that little Bambu logo built into the actual swatter. That is going to be the last thing that fly sees out of all 100 of its eyes. Or is that spiders? How many eyes do flies have? I really am not sure. I don't like bugs, but they look like they have a lot of eyes. So this print is held together with 2 M4 by 10mm screws. If you can't tell, I didn't have those, so I just used what I had, and guess what? It still works just fine. But if you want the correct things, it's M4 by 10, so just write that down. Now you can hang it on the wall and scare away any of the flies that might have entered your territory before. I know if I was a fly and I saw a Bambu fly swatter, I'd be flying out of there as quickly as possible. That's for sure. Do you have Tupperware in your house right now? Do you know where the lids to all of those Tupperware containers are at this moment? I'm willing to bet you absolutely do not have every single lid to every single Tupperware, because what do you do when you're done cleaning the Tupperware lid? You just toss it on into the cabinet, close it, and call it a day, and hope that you're not the next person to open it that it falls out on. At least that's what I do. That just does not have to be the case anymore. We have 3D printers, we have technology, we can fix this very easily and with little time, only an hour. It's actually slightly over an hour because I would have put this as an under 1 hour print, but it's slightly over an hour, so I couldn't do that. This is the modular lid holder for food containers, also known as Tupperwares. Did you hear that? It's modular. You can print out as many of these sections as you want, line them up, stack them together, and just store all your lids. But hold on, it gets even better. These are all customizable. What do I mean by customizable? I mean, if you go on MakerWorld, you can click on that customize button, and it's going to open up a MakerWorld page where you can adjust the height clamps, the width, the thickness, the slot space, literally everything that you can think of you can adjust and then print out to fit your needs. This is such an awesome tool that we need to be taking more advantage of in our prints. Because who doesn't like things that work specifically for your needs? I know that I do, and you probably do too. That's why you got a 3D printer. You wanted to fix your own personal problems. Or maybe you just wanted to print out multicolored rainbow dragons. If that's the case, then we're not the same, but I get it, okay? I get it. Okay, I want you to guess what you think this print is. Ready? Tell me right now. If you said an elephant trunk with 2 tusks coming out the side, you are wrong, actually. This is a towel holder. A quite elegant, modern towel holder at that. This is the shower screen towel hook that holds 3 of your favorite towels. All you have to do once you print this thing out is remove all of the supports, which I won't lie to you, there are a lot of supports, but they all came off pretty easily with some pliers. And then press the connectors into one of the sides, and then press the 2 sides together, and bam, you're ready to go. You're ready to hang this thing on your shower and hold some towels. I gotta tell you, this print is solid. I was really surprised when it said it would take 9.5 hours to print out. I couldn't quite figure out why. It's because this is a solid print. It is gonna hold the most sturdiest, heaviest, soggiest of towels, no questions asked. This one specifically is designed for an 8 to 12 millimeter thick shower, but I'm sure you could go into the Bambu slicer, adjust some of those parameters just a little bit to fit whatever you need. It even has spots for those little silicone non-slip stickers so that it's not rubbing up on your glass door and making that awful sound. It's also not going to move with these stickers, so you really don't have to worry about your towels running away on you. I really hope you're not in a time crunch right now, but if you are, these next prints take less than an hour, so you should be good. Are you by any chance going golfing later today? Because if you are, I have the perfect under 1 hour print for you. This is the golf ball marker and stroke counter. Real quick, golf is just not my thing. Maybe like Top Golf, I can get behind some Top Golf, but actual golf on a golf course, not me. So I don't necessarily know how practical or useful this actually is, but in my head, this seems very practical, and I just watched Happy Gilmore too, so I'm in a bit of a golf swing. See what I did there? This is a quick 25-minute print. Even with 3 colors used, it only takes 25 minutes. That's quite impressive. That gives you a way to both count the amount of swings that you've already taken and mark where your ball is so you don't lose its place. And guess what? You can use it as a keychain. It has a spot where you can hook it up to your keys. Because you never know when you might just be driving around and go, hey, you know what? I think I might as well go golfing. Let me just go golfing. And oh, hey, I have my keys with me because I'm in my car. So now I have my ball marker and my swing counter. This is just perfect. Is that really a thing? Do people just casually go golfing just on a whim, or is it like a pretty planned out event? Either way, this print is perfect for you. It has a really simple click mechanism on the inside, so it makes a really satisfying sound every time you go to that next swing. It can count all the way up to 9 swings, and as far as I know, if you need more than 9 swings, you should just call it at that point. Just stop keeping track. Okay, I need to explain myself with this next under 1 hour print because I know it says 1.1 hours. That's with a color change. If you just make it the same color, this will print out in less than 1 hour, I promise you. So that's my little workaround for getting the easy chopsticks in the under 1 hour category. Now again, I'm not here to debate whether you should be using 3D printed items on food or not. That is going to be completely up to you. Maybe you could dip these in some sort of washable silicone so that way you can feel safe using it on your food. I don't know. I'm not here to have that discussion with you. If you think you should use it on your food, go for it. If you don't think you should use it on your food, don't go for it. And also keep in mind that these are supposed to be trainers to teach you how to use chopsticks. Because I know for a fact that not every single one of you know how to use chopsticks, okay? I don't even want to hear it in the comments. I know that not every single one of you can use them. I might be included in that group. Maybe I picked this print because I am tired of being embarrassed of using a fork every time I go and eat sushi. People just look at you completely different when you do things like that, and I just don't need those kind of looks anymore. So obviously I needed to print out the easy chopsticks, learn how to use them, and then I'm good to go. Or you could just use these as actual chopsticks if you want to, but again, back to that whole food debate. Either way, this is a very solid design. Quite literally, these things have some serious weight to them, and that's perfect. I'm not mad about that one bit. They feel like a really solid tool. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question and I need you to answer honestly. When was the last time you bought toothpaste? Because I can guarantee if you had this next under 1 hour print, you'd be buying toothpaste a whole lot less because you'd be getting a whole lot more out of your toothpaste tubes. And who wants to blow all their money on toothpaste? I can tell you that I don't, that's for sure. This is the toothpaste squeezer improved. What's improved about it? I gotta be honest with you, I don't know because I didn't see the last version, but the improved version works really well. This is a 3-piece print that prints out on one plate in 47 minutes. It's very easy to assemble, and it just works. Let's look at this tube of toothpaste. It looks pretty empty, right? You might be thinking about tossing this pretty soon. Let me show you just how much toothpaste you're actually missing out on when you toss this right now when you think it's empty. All you gotta do is slide the end of the toothpaste tube through this print, wrap it around, and then start spinning that thing, and look at how much more toothpaste we're getting out of this tube. This all would have been in the trash if it wasn't for this print because there is no way you could get all of this out with just your fingers. Also, I just wanted to let you know that this toothpaste is expired, so I'm not wasting good toothpaste. There's no way I could do something like that. Did you even know that toothpaste expired? I definitely didn't, but that's what happens when you leave a tube in the back of the drawer of your spare bathroom. Okay, one more question for you. Let's say you don't have a 3D printer, or you need to print something out of nylon, or ABS, or ASA, or some other exotic filament that you just can't print out of. Or maybe you need something CNC machined, but you don't have the machine to do that. What should you do? Well, you should head on over to PCBWay, obviously. PCBWay is an online service where you can simply upload upload your STL file, whatever it is that you want made, choose the quantity, the size, the material that is printed out of, including nylon, which if you didn't know is hard to print out of. Pick the surface finish, if you want to spray paint it, if you want it assembled, how you want to ship to you. Add it to your cart and they will get those made for you in 2 to 3 days and shipped out to you right away. Not only that, but they also offer CNC machining, sheet metal laser cutting and bending, and injection molding. So if there is something that you need made that you just can't quite make yourself, I'm willing to bet that PCBWay is what you need. And if you're more of an electronics guy, you need an actual electronic PCB made, they are 100% the people for that. It's quite literally in their name. Go check them out in the description down below and get $5 off your first order. Alright, it is now time for arguably one of my favorite categories in this whole video. The art/cool category, because who doesn't like cool things? Up first we have this knitted cactus. And a little tip for you real quick, that 5.9 hours is actually not accurate. That's because every plate has 2 sizes for the actual cactus. So if you go in there and you deselect the size that you don't want, it's going to save you quite literally half the print time. Just a little tip for you so you don't waste your time and your filament like I may have possibly done when I printed this out for the first time. This design just looks amazing. I don't really know how else to put it. It's just so fun to look at. There are even multiple different designs depending on the type of cactus that you want to print out. Cacti? Cactus? Cacti? That's kind of embarrassing. I live in Arizona and I still don't know when to use cactus or cacti, but just pretend I did, okay? What I do know is that this is the only cactus that I want within a 50-foot radius of me at any times, because the real ones are quite pokey and not that fun to be around. However, they are cool to look at, just like the 3D printed knitted counterpart. This is definitely going to be one of those prints that I keep around the house. In fact, I'm willing to bet my girlfriend's probably going to steal this one from me and put it on my bookshelf before I can do something with it myself. Alright, I just showed you a cute, fun, lighthearted print. Let's go the complete opposite, a full-on 180 with the Grim Reaper geometric statue. Sorry, figurine, not statue. I just don't know how I could mess something up like that. Printed out of carbon fiber PLA and taking over 8 hours to print out. This was quite the task to print. And before you all flood my comments, no, my hands are not itchy after touching this PLA carbon fiber. I have heard that that's a thing, but with this solid carbon fiber, I haven't got it yet, or maybe I'm immune. I don't know, but I'm really not mad that I haven't felt that yet. There was quite a good amount of supports to remove from this statue, but I mean, just look at it. Of course it's going to have supports to remove. Everything that's cool and worth it has supports to remove. That's totally not true at all. I don't know why I said that. But all the supports came off really easily with some pliers. And then you're left with this crazy looking statue just in time for almost October. It's September. It's pretty close to October, which is Halloween. So basically it's perfect timing. And if it's almost Halloween, then it's basically Thanksgiving, and after Thanksgiving is Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. So you better start decorating now, because that time will come up on you quickly. It's basically next year. Welcome to 2026, everybody. The final art/cool print is this Lumidome pyramid. And before you say anything, yes, I am using my phone to light it up because the light just didn't show up in time. But I'm only here to give you an example and show you the potential of these prints. And I think this is showing quite a lot of potential. It does take some time to print out, yes, I won't lie to you there, but look what you're getting. I mean, this is a statement piece right here. This looks like it is straight out of an Avengers movie, to be honest with you. I mean, just look at it. It also kind of looks like a nether star from Minecraft at the perfect angle. I just thought that you needed to know that because that's cool too. There is one base frame that you need to print out for this print, and then you have the choice on diffusers. There are different diffusers with different infill patterns or different wall types. I chose the single wall and I printed this out of a clear PETG, and I think it's diffusing the light just perfectly. Honestly, I have no complaints in that department. After that, you print out these slides, which you can choose from a honeycomb design, a solid design, or a flame pattern design if you just want that extra flair. I just love that there are so many different options with this print. The assembly was also super easy, involving some support removal, and then sliding in whatever side piece you choose. I chose the honeycomb one through the bottom of the print into the track on the diffuser, and that will follow the track all the way up to the track in the very top of the pyramid. That was a really confusing way to say that you just slide the side pieces in there. After that, if you have the actual light kit, you just install the light kit, and guess what? There is a channel for the wire that comes out of this pyramid so that it'll sit completely flat. then just turn it on or put your phone underneath it and turn on the flashlight and boom, there you go. It is now illuminating. Okay, I'm not gonna act like I forgot about the bonus print. This is the bonus print right now. And it's the customizable Lego brick generator. I mean, not Lego. This is not Lego at all. So just forget I ever said that. This is just another brick that is customizable to any size or shape that you want. That is also compatible with that toy that is sold in stores that won't be named anymore. Just like the Tupperware lid holder, it's completely customizable. You can change the width, the height, the length, the amount of studs, if you want the studs hollow or not, if you need it to be a smooth plate, the stud height, diameter, spacing, the wall thickness, the top thickness, the post outer diameter, the post inner diameter, the small post diameter, the stud wall thickness, the rib width, the rib depth, the plate height, and finally the brick height. So if that's not everything, then I don't know what is. With that much customization, there are quite literally no restraints to what you could possibly make with this, besides the amount of filament that you want to use and how much time you want to take to print it out. But let's just pretend that doesn't exist. You could build anything you want with this. And that's why I love it so much, and that's why I made it the bonus print, because you can do anything. I just printed out 2 of these blocks just as an example to show you that they are real and they do fit together and they come apart and do everything that they should be doing for a brick like this. But that's all I have for you all in today's video. I hope you enjoyed this month's edition of the must print series. I always have a ton of fun making these videos, and I hope you have a ton of fun watching them. If you did, or if you didn't, leave it in the comments down below so that I know what I need to fix in the future or what I need to keep doing the same in the future. I don't know if you've noticed this, but whatever you all say is typically what I do in my future videos, so you all have a lot of say in this stuff. Just like how I got a lot of recommendations for board games and game prints, and guess what? I uploaded a video about board games and game prints that you can go check out right now if you want to. So leave whatever future ideas you want to see in the comments down below. Of course, I read all of the comments, even though I know you don't think I do. I promise you I do. And leave a like on this video and maybe subscribe if you really liked it, but of course I can't make you do that. I would not make you do that, even if I could, even if it would get me to 50,000 subscribers. I just wouldn't do that. You know, I'm not that kind of person. I want you to subscribe because you want to subscribe. And if you do want to see more videos like this, then go check out the previous months if you haven't seen them, because they are a lot like this one. Of course, I have to give a huge shout out to all of the channel supporters that are just making all of this possible. You all are amazing and the best and fantastic, and I appreciate you so much more than you think. And if you want to join them and get your name up on the screen, then you can do that. Click that little join button down below, but you don't have to do all that. All you have to do is have a great rest of your day and promise me that I will see you in the next video.